Your case is dismissed. So she comes this week. We're done.
Excuse me, step out.
She had one foot way bigger than the other.
She was not dissatisfied. She wanted a $3.
She's a poor businesswoman.
I'm just glad Janelle got what was coming to her. Absolutely nothing.
I wish I'd never purchased a doll from her.
I'm much more careful who I sell to.
And now, the next case.
All parties in the matter of Walker versus Baker step forward.
23-year-old DeMonte Walker is suing his former live-in girlfriend, 22-year-old Alexis Baker, for selling his belongings and making false accusations.
Mr. Walker, you and the defendant lived together. You have a child together.
Correct.
Is that right? And you have another child.
Yes.
How old?
3.
So both children live with you.
Yes.
Okay, and how old is your child?
He is 11 months.
How long had you and the defendant been living together?
We've been living together for about a year and a half.
Did you move into her apartment? Did she move into your apartment? Or did you move into a place together?
At this time, it was her apartment.
How long had you been living in the apartment?
About 4 or 5 months.
How long had you been living prior?
I was living with another relative.
This is you had an argument.
Correct.
The argument was on what date?
February 2nd.
And when you were living in the apartment alone, Miss Baker, how were you paying the rent?
I worked.
So you worked and you were paying the rent. When he wasn't there, he was living with relatives.
Yes.
You were paying the rent for you and your one child.
Yes.
So you had a fight, and according to your complaint, you left.
Correct.
And when you came back, which was the next day,
Correct.
you found that Miss Baker had disposed of property of yours.
That's correct.
And the property was your TV and Xbox.
Correct.
And that's what you brought to the apartment?
I brought several other items, but those, of course, were the more valuable things.
And Miss Baker says, in response to that she took those items to the pawn shop because she needed rent money and she wasn't going to make herself homeless, so she sold your TV and Xbox.
Yes.
You can't do that.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
He took your laptop.
Yes, he did.
Why isn't it your joint laptop?
Because I bought it specifically for me. It wasn't part of the house.
Did he ever use it?
Yes.
Yes, then it's your property. Joint.
You've just been in an accident.
Insurance companies profit by paying you less than you deserve after an accident.
Don't leave money on the table. Call Science and Kirk. Visit youhavealawyer.com. If you have a phone, you have a lawyer.
Sometimes, life is a funny way of turning sideways. Like when your kid decides they're a professional stylist the morning of picture day. Or when your to-do list isn't quite done.
You went to Rite Aid, right?
Or when you're sure you packed everything you need, but you actually need one more thing.
We forgot a prescription.
We got you. Are we happy?
We are happy.
Find everything you need? Yep. Yeah, life never really goes the way you plan. But that's why we're here. It means more at Rite Aid.
My kids can't hide anything from me. At home. Especially when they've been using toilet paper that doesn't hold up.
New Charmin Ultra Strong has a diamond-free texture that's more durable and it cleans better, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Wow, where has this been my entire life? Having to clean with multiple products is a hassle. With Magic Eraser, I use it on everyday messes. I even use it on things that I think are impossible to clean. You need Mr. Clean Magic Eraser in your life.
I voted for Larry Hogan. Not once, but twice.
Not this time.
The stakes are just too high.
If Larry Hogan wins,
Republicans could control the Senate. That would put a national abortion ban within their reach.
and put Mitch McConnell, Ted Cruz, and other extremists in charge on guns,
voting rights, and our reproductive health care.
He might have worked out as governor.
But we can't send Larry Hogan to the Senate.
We in the Senate is responsible for the content of this ad.
For those ready to answer adventure's highest calling, we built our most capable Subaru yet. Sure-footed symmetrical all-wheel drive, 9.5 inches of ground clearance, plus 97% of Outback vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today. The 2025 Subaru Outback Wilderness. Adventure elevated. Lease a new 2025 Subaru Outback Limited for only $359 a month at AutoNation Subaru.
When you're seriously injured in a car accident, you just want your life back.
Science and Kirk can help you when you need it most. They can get started on your case right away. Call Science and Kirk or visit youhavealawyer.com. If you have a phone, you have a lawyer.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy.
DeMonte Walker says ex-girlfriend Alexis Baker owes for selling his belongings and making false accusations. Alexis is countersuing for a laptop and harassment.
But the police said that, I don't care what you don't tell me what the police said. When the police go to law school, they can tell you what you can take advice from them. But you can't take this property out of spite, which is what you did. Because if you were living in the apartment alone and managing the rent yourself because you work, in one day you weren't so desperate as to have to take his property, not your property, his property to the pawn shop and dispose of it. You can't do that.
But it was our property because we lived there together.
I don't care.
The
If
TV he actually bought for my son for his birthday.
Below me. If he left and took all the furniture, and if he said to me, we lived there together, so it was our furniture, what would you say? It was my